জনরব মিডিয়া, জনতার কথা।
নমস্কার, আপনারা দেখছেন জনরব মিডিয়া। 19শে ফেব্রুয়ারি কলকাতার এক অভিজাত হোটেলে এক সাংবাদিক সম্মেলনে জানা গেল ডেনমার্ক ও ভারতের মধ্যে এক চুক্তির কথা। কী সেই চুক্তি? ভারত এবং ডেনমার্কের সম্পর্কের মধ্যে সূচনা হয়েছে এক নতুন যুগের। গ্রিন স্ট্র্যাটেজিক পার্টনারশিপ, যার লক্ষ্য সুদূরপ্রসারী। এই পার্টনারশিপ বা অংশীদারিত্বের ওপর নির্ভর করে ডেনমার্ক ভারতকে দেবে টেকসই সমাধান। গ্রিন স্ট্র্যাটেজিক পার্টনারশিপ এমন একটা চুক্তি যাতে উপকৃত হবে দুই দেশ। এর মাধ্যমে রাজনৈতিক সহযোগিতার ক্ষেত্রেও অগ্রগতি ঘটবে। দ্বিপাক্ষিক অর্থনৈতিক সম্পর্ক প্রসারিত হবে, বিকাশ হয়ে উঠবে পরিবেশ বান্ধব, সৃষ্টি হবে কর্মসংস্থান। বিশ্ব পরিসরে নতুন নতুন যেসব চ্যালেঞ্জ এবং সুযোগ এসে হাজির হচ্ছে, সেগুলোর মোকাবিলায় পারস্পরিক সহযোগিতাকে শক্তিশালী করবে। এক্ষেত্রে জোর পড়বে প্যারিস চুক্তি এবং রাষ্ট্রপুঞ্জের সাস্টেনেবল ডেভেলপমেন্ট গোল কর্মসূচি কার্যকর করার। ডেনমার্কের প্রধানমন্ত্রী মেট ফেডারিকসন এবং ভারতের প্রধানমন্ত্রী শ্রী নরেন্দ্র মোদী 2020 সালের 28শে সেপ্টেম্বর যে ভার্চুয়াল শীর্ষ সম্মেলন করেছিলেন, সেই সম্মেলনে যে দিশার কথা বলেছিলেন দুই রাষ্ট্রনেতা, সেই দিশাতেই এই চুক্তি সম্পাদিত হয়েছে। আজ 19শে ফেব্রুয়ারি প্রেস কনফারেন্সে এই দ্বিপাক্ষিক চুক্তি অর্থাৎ ডেনমার্ক ও ভারতের মধ্যে যে চুক্তি হয়েছে তার সম্পর্কে জানা গেল। আপনারা দেখছেন জনরব মিডিয়া।
September 2019. And over there, the very handsome gentleman over there to your right or left, this is my and how the relations between Denmark and India have evolved and what are the specifics that we are looking for. Then I have a big surprise for you, so don't leave too early. First and foremost, the Indo-Danish relations, they date back more than 400 years. In fact, it's 1620, the first Danes came to India, and they landed in Tamil Nadu, in a small place in our language called Tranquebar. And we have, in fact, put a lot of money into the restoration of the old buildings. It was not to celebrate that the Danes were here, and we are no longer here in that capacity, but this was really to rebuild a nice part of Singapore and turn it into a regenerative approach when it comes to city planning and interaction with the local population. I must tell you that Denmark never came in order to colonize India. We were here as traders. And we traders by heart, therefore we also hope that EU and India very, very soon will be able to launch something on the free trade agreement. We are Honorable Consul General Swiss Victoria alluded to was an agreement between our two prime ministers when they had their virtual summit back in 28th of September last year. And this Green Strategic Partnership is called by your prime minister Partnership of the New Age. And why? And we think it's the right and fair way of describing that, because we are really looking into how we can combine what your prime minister said, the scale of India with the skills of Denmark. Skills means solution, and then we added, or the two prime ministers also added speed, because it's very urgent to do things as to climate change and so forth, and scope, because what we are doing together will have a huge, huge impact, not only between the two countries, but also beyond that. Art. Years back, a Danish icon, an icon of the Danish industry, Haldor Topsøe, decided to help that region, and he and his wife, they built a special school for the local people down there. Today they are teaching the local population, especially the women and the children, really how to go about sustainable development, how to help the local farmers becoming more organic, how to secure the best quality of seed that they have and use for the production, how to secure that they use the water in a professional and an effective way. So it all combines, and this green strategic partnership, perhaps this is better, that is really highlighting what Denmark and India we would like to do together. India, with its 1.3 billion inhabitants, is huge. Denmark has only 6 million. 6 million. So Denmark has a population of only 6 million, but we are a big nation, a very cutting-edge, leading nation when it comes to clean tech, green solutions, and so forth.
সাংবাদিকদের প্রশ্ন পর্বের উত্তর দিলেন স্মিতা বাজরিয়া।
They also have clean technology for buildings and they have clean technology for other things. And as a strategic and as Indian government and our Prime Minister is also moving towards a more biofuel sort of thing and encouraging, you recently saw that cars which were running on battery would stop. So both the countries are thinking in the same direction. Denmark has started this initiative many years ago and India is starting now. Recently they have started. And they have both sort of come to a commitment that they will share their ideas and their thoughts and also the technology that exists in Denmark to help India leapfrog that technology that Denmark is already working with. So I think that's been a promise that was made in September and it's going forward. And the team in Denmark are making sure that the companies which are existing in here, there are already 130 companies and many of them work in the clean technology, clean water area, and they will be helping Indian companies and Indian government to take this idea forward.
How green finance strategies for post-COVID-19 economic recovery in Southeast Asia?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
Yeah.
Pandemic. There's no country that has not really been suffering. A lot of people have died. Huge stress on the public health, and all this calls for cooperation. And this is a pandemic, and this is not going to be the last pandemic. I'm sorry about that. I'm also very sorry, but that's I think the case. So it calls for a collaboration and international cooperation, no doubt about that. But in order to move forward, I still recall in the early days of the COVID situation here in India, suddenly there were a lot of testimonials from across India that now they could see the mountains, clear view of the mountains, and they had never been able to do that. That kind of common experience that I think we have shared, all of us across the world. So that will lead to a kind of regenerative approach where we will say, okay, let's change the development in such a way that we will turn towards a more green and sustainable way of living.
ভারতে লকডাউনে যে অবস্থা ছিল ঠিক তারই প্রতিরূপ ছিল ডেনমার্কে, অর্থাৎ করোনা ভাইরাসের আগমনে সব রাষ্ট্রেই তার প্রভাব পড়েছিল।
And luckily we were able to flatten the curve initially. Unfortunately, around November, December, the numbers spiked in Europe and also in Denmark. So when I left for Christmas and New Year holiday in Denmark to visit my lovely wife and my lovely family, then suddenly we had tons of restrictions that allowed only 5 people to gather.
Part of this India. And the second thing would be
ডেনমার্ক
that
কেন
you
ভারতবর্ষকে
think
বেছে
that
নিয়েছে?
green economy which you are planning
In that position since 2008, 7-8, and this is remarkable. And we would like to support this work over here. The Green Strategic Partnership is from government to government, so it's the central government in Delhi and the Danish government. So we would like to spread this idea, this concept, to all parts of India. And I think if you like Kolkata, which I do, it's the city of joy, it's a fantastic place, but also a place with a lot of challenges and opportunities, so why not? And given your proximity to the border and the coast and being exposed to all the climate changes, then it's of course almost natural to come here. Secure that the necessary infrastructure is in place. First and foremost, the degree of self-confidence in India across all layers and segments has really changed drastically to the better. So you believe in yourself. That's very important. Secondly, and that has also to do with the COVID-19 and the way in which you handle lots of these issues, keeping in mind that you have a population of 1.3 billion. You have people who live in very, very medieval settings to people who are living in futuristic situations. So digitization, extremely important. And you have really brokered a technical digital revolution. You started with Make in India, Digital India, and combining these two things, I think we move from Make in India to Make India. And she will be given the knighthood, is the Order of Dannebrog. Dannebrog is the Danish flag. So tomorrow we will formally bestow Mrs. Smita Bajoria with this fantastic, unique decoration. This decoration is given to very, very few people, and sorry, I'm not allowed to show it to you anymore, but this is the surprise. We want to thank Smita Bajoria for her invaluable services over so many years since 2007. Without her, we would not have reached where we are today in Kolkata. And may this investiture happening tomorrow, would that be a new milestone for the City of Joy, and may that also symbolizing that we are moving our collaboration and cooperation to an even higher level.